there's anything we learned in January of 2021, it's that anyone can invest and anyone can make money in the market. What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to learn how to invest. By you even clicking on this video, you want to learn to take your first steps in investing, and I encourage anyone to do it. It doesn't matter how much money you have. We live in the 21st century where there are tons of companies that will allow you to invest for dollars. You can invest in companies with just $1. So if you have a couple of spare dollars to your name, either sitting in your bank account, sitting underneath your bed, you could open up a brokerage account. There are brokerage accounts like TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, M1 Finance, Charles Schwab. There's all of these different brokerage accounts that you could download on your phone and start investing today. Guys, I've been investing for over 3 years now, and it has been life-changing. It has taught me about not only the stock market, but money and how it works, how it grows over time, and how I will be able to have an early retirement and not worry about money when I'm older. If you're in your early 20s, this is the perfect opportunity for you to start investing. And it is paramount that you start even with the smallest amount of money. There's going to be tons of links below with all of the different brokerage accounts that you could sign up for, and tons of other links to teach you how to start investing and make smart investing decisions. If we learned anything in January of 2021, it's that even the small guy, the retail traders, can actually win in the stock market. Thanks to the subreddit Wall Street Bets, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it on the news with the GME stock has gone through the roof with a short squeeze. I'm not here to explain all of that, but pretty much the big hedge funds with billions of dollars lost, and the average Joe investor like you and me actually won. It's possible. That is a once-in-a-lifetime scenario, though. We're going to be talking about safer investing, actual long-term plays, not trying to short squeeze the rich and steal billions of dollars from them. But it was fun watching that. I didn't get involved in that personally. But let's jump on the computer now. I'm going to show you a couple of sites, and then I'm going to show you how to actually put money into the stock market. Now, guys, you've probably heard of Yahoo Finance. This is one site we're going to go over. There's another one called Seeking Alpha, and then the last one called Finviz. All three of these sites, very reliable resources to do your research. But guys, at the end of the day, don't get intimidated by all of this new information. If you want to start investing, I'm going to show you exactly what I suggest. You're essentially going to be investing in big companies that you know and love. And just to show you how easy investing is, I'm going to name off a couple of companies that I've been investing in for multiple years now. And I'm pretty sure you've heard of a couple of these names. I'm invested in things like Adobe, Visa, Facebook, maybe you've heard of this company, Apple, Google, Microsoft, PayPal, Netflix, Etsy. These are just a handful of companies that I've invested in over the years and have made money. And I'm not talking about a couple of bucks here or there. I'm talking about some of these companies have made me thousands of dollars. You could check out some of my other videos where I go more in depth with my portfolio. But guys, it's not that hard. When I first started, I had no clue what I was doing. I downloaded a brokerage account, learned how to buy a stock, which you could watch a video on that. And then I was in Apple, I was in PayPal, and Netflix. I've held on to those three stocks for the past 3 years now, and all of them are all up over 100% for me. It's not that hard. But here's one of the first things I want to show you. It's Yahoo Finance. You need to learn a little bit about some fundamentals and some math. I know a lot of people don't like math, but guys, it's not as hard as it seems. Here's Yahoo Finance. You don't need to be some big hedge fund person. Let's type in Target, which is ticker symbol TGT. So companies will have ticker symbols. That's like their ID to search them. So Target is TGT. Apple is AAPL. And don't worry, if you don't know the ticker symbols, let's look at Yahoo really quick again. If you actually just type in the company Target, it shows right there for you. Target Corporation, TGT. So if we click on it, this is the stock. This is what it's doing. This may look like a bunch of nonsense right now, but this is how you look up companies. You can see the price, which is $181. And thanks to many brokerage accounts, you don't need $181 to own Target. You could buy what is called a fractional share. So if you only have $10 to invest, that's okay. Plenty of brokers will allow you to buy fractional shares. And I'll leave that in the description as well, so you can see which brokers will allow fractional shares and which brokers do not. But if we scroll through this, you can look at a whole bunch of different information. There's a bunch of stuff up here that you can look at. The one thing, if you're just getting started, that I want you to really focus on is the financials. That's the most important. And guys, you don't need to worry about any of this right here. It's all important information. But all I really want you to start focusing on is this chart right here, your earnings, and this chart right here, the financials, this little chart. What you can see here is, let's see, Target's a great company. I like going to Target and shopping there, but is it a good company to invest in? Well, you could check every single year. Is it going in a positive direction? Is it making money? And more importantly, is it making earnings? So the difference between revenue and earnings, revenue is how much money they make. Earnings is how much income they make. So if you buy a product for $100 at Target, it's not like Target's making all $100. Money has to go to their employees, to their building, all of this other stuff, and then they're left with some money left. A simple search could see, well, what is their income? What's their earnings? Well, it looks like in 2020, they made $3.2 billion out of the $78 billion in revenue. That's positive earnings. That's great. And it's more than last year, more than the year before that, and more than the year before that. So they're having a nice positive trend. This is stuff that you want to start exposing yourself to and looking into. So you may think, Keith, what stocks should I invest in? We want to invest in companies that you know and love, or maybe industries you know and love. So that's when we'll jump over to a site called Finviz.com. Now, what I love about Finviz is there's something called a screener where you could look through all of these different stocks simply by searching maybe what industry they're in or any of these other things up here. So let's go to industry. So say you want to invest in broadcasting. You want to invest in any company that's in the broadcast industry. Maybe you went to college for broadcasting. That's what I did. And maybe I want to look through all of the stocks that are in the broadcast industry. Look, guys, it's not a lot. Only 30 stocks to look through. I could spend an afternoon and look through all 30 of these stocks and determine which one is going to be the best one to invest in. So if we just look through them really quick, I mean, the first one, AMC Networks, I think we all know that. We all know Fox. There are some companies that you may, iHeartRadio, iHeartMedia. There's a lot of these different companies that you've probably heard of before. And just because you know the company doesn't necessarily mean it's a good company. So that's when you have to do your research. So AMC Networks, maybe I want to invest in that. So let's take a look at it. We could go back to Yahoo Finance, type in AMC Networks, which is AMCX. And then if we go to financials and scroll down, we can see, okay, it's making revenue. Its earnings has been a little choppy. We could even look at maybe the past quarter. It's kind of been going down. Maybe I don't want to touch this. I mean, it's probably not the worst stock because it is making positive earnings. It is a big company that a lot of people know. So it could be a decent investment. But guys, you're not going to pick all winners. You will have some losers and some winners. And that's a huge thing you need to learn about in investing. And what can you do? Well, I don't need to bet all my money on just AMC Networks. Right now, it does seem to be at a good buying point. It is a little low, as you can see in this chart. If we go out 1 month, you can see it had this dip. So it is a little low right now. This could be a good buying point. It could do really well over the next couple of months or years, or it could continue to go down. So what do we do here? It's called diversification. You could have $100 and you can invest it in a whole bunch of different stocks. You see how easy it is to look up stocks. Now we could go one step further. Here's another website called Seeking Alpha. And what's great about this, not only can we look up certain stocks. So let's take a look at Etsy. This is one of my favorite companies that I'm invested in. This can give us a wealth of information up at the top. And honestly, just start poking around these different tabs. You'll start to learn more about it. Maybe you don't know what dividends are. Well, click on dividends. Etsy's a bad example because they don't have dividends. Let's look up Apple, who does have dividends. So click on dividends, and then you see these tabs up here. Let's go to dividend yield. Here's the dividend yield. You may be looking at this and you don't know exactly what it is, or dividend growth, but that's okay. All you have to do is then do a Google search, what's dividend yield? And start to educate yourself on all of these different things as you're starting to research companies. So what I would recommend you to do if you seriously want to start investing in 2021 is maybe come up a list with 20 of your favorite companies, do some research, see if they're at least making money. You could also see what other people are saying about it and see if their financials look good, which you will slowly educate yourself over time of what to look into, and just start throwing some money into it. If you come up with a list of 20 stocks that you know and you are a happy customer for, and put $100 into the market, into those 20 different stocks with the capability of fractional shares, you can start to see how they move up and down. And then you could learn from that and know the difference between good investments and bad investments and slowly grow your portfolio over time. All right, now I'm going to show you guys how to actually buy a stock. There's many different programs that I've mentioned earlier on, but two brokerage accounts that I use the most is TD Ameritrade, and yes, even after everything that happened, Robinhood. I think both of them are still great brokerage accounts to use to put your money in, and it's very simple to buy stocks in them. Just to show you how easy it is, we'll jump to TD Ameritrade really quick. There's a buy button right here. If you click on that buy button, up here, down here, not up here, down here, you can put in everything. You got your buy action, quantity. Say we type in, we want one stock of Apple. Limit order. I do have a video of what limit orders are if you want to check that out. But you could check what kind of order you want. Do price, day. You hit review order. And then when we hit review, then show you what it's going to cost. One share is going to cost me $136. We go over to place order, and then that is it. I'm not going to place the order right now. The market's closed currently, so it wouldn't even open anyway. But Robinhood, very similar. We go up to search. I'm going to type in AAPL. Here's Apple. And then if we want to buy Apple, it's going to be very similar. We're going to go over here to buy. We could actually, in Robinhood, do dollars or shares. We'll do shares as well. One share, $136. We're going to hit review order. You're replacing a market order of Apple. We could also change if we want it to be market or not. If we go to edit, here we go. If you click on that right down there, you could change instead of market. Maybe you want a limit order, which I think is always the best way to go about it. So we type in 136 and 136.10. Allow this order to execute during extended hours if you want. But again, we hit review order and then we hit buy, and then that is it. That's how easy it is to buy stocks, guys. You just got to download a brokerage account, whether it be Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, or any of the other ones that I mentioned. And it's a few clicks of the keypad or a few taps on your phone, and then you could be fully invested in a stock. Now, guys, there's one more thing I want to show you. You might be thinking, what's $100 really going to do for me? Maybe you're 20-something years old. Maybe you just graduated college. You want to get into investing, and you think, is $100 really going to make a difference if I start investing it now or wait when I'm 30 or 40 years old? It makes a major difference, guys. I'm going to show you this one last thing, calculator.net, which you could go to yourself. Let's pretend you're fresh out of college. You have no money, $0, and you have a full 40 years of working ahead of you. And you decide to start investing in the market, which will get you about a 10% return. And let's say you could only afford to invest $100 a month. How much is that going to get you? Let's click calculate. By the time you retire, you will have $500,000. And that's only $100 a month. Some people are able to get a job, they're a little bit more fortunate, that pays them more, and they can invest more. Maybe instead of $100 a month, they're investing $200 a month. They'll retire a millionaire. And that's if you're 20. And here's the catch. Sorry for all of you 40-year-olds who are watching this. I don't mean to pick on you, but if you wait, say 20 years to start investing, and let's say you're 40 years old, so you only have 20 years until you retire, let's hit calculate. It doesn't go as far. That will only give you, if you're investing $200 a month, that will only give you $143,000 by the time you retire. So this is why it's so important to invest at an earlier age. It makes such a major difference. But I encourage you to go on to these sites that I showed you, start messing around with them, start exposing yourself to different types of stocks, learn about all of this terminology. There's a lot, but guys, it's fun to learn about, I promise you. And it's even more fun starting to invest in one of these brokerage accounts, which, guys, all of them allow you to trade for free. That's the cool part. If you want to buy into Apple, if you want to buy into Target, any of these big companies that you know, you could buy in with a couple of bucks and you don't even need to pay anything. They're all free brokerage accounts. And mess around with these sites, mess around with the investment calculator, and start planning out your financial future. You could see exactly how much money you need to invest and how much money you will make depending on how long you're in the market for. All of this fun stuff that you could do so you can really make sure that you have a secure financial future and you could actually enjoy your life later on. But guys, that's it. I hope that this video has kind of persuaded you to maybe start dabbling in the market. It doesn't have to be a lot of money at first, but I encourage everyone who's young to start investing. I'm not a financial advisor, so make sure to consult any kind of financial professionals before you start investing. You can check out my channel. I have a ton of other videos that teach you all about the stock market. But besides that, guys, I will see you in the next one.